KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It's Friday, the 10th of February.
Hey, happy Friday, but we have some big problems on the roadway like at I-10. Let's go ahead and check in with Steven.
Yeah, I'm not so happy about this, and I don't think drivers will be either. Let's get a look there at I-10 Escondido. You can see traffic's moving right there in the westbound lanes, but that's not the problem. It's going to be right here along I-10 East, I-10 East. You can see that traffic again moving, but we do have a big mess out there. An 18-wheeler that rolled over, and this was just before 9 a.m. this morning. So again, this is blocking a lot of traffic out there. I was speaking to our friends at TransGuide, a little bit of a shaky camera shot, but we can tell you that at least a portion of I-10 will be shut down for quite a while there. Again, I-10 eastbound, things are moving, but very slow, and we can expect that to change as folks are making their way out possibly towards Seguin. Westbound lanes really aren't a problem, but we again are going to see a big stretch of red, and that could likely build up for the next hour or two. So start looking for some alternative routes. You may want to exit Loop 1604 early. Loop 410 westbound at Jackson Keller, the site of another crash. You can see a little bit of a buildup out there that is taking place. This isn't really as concerning as what we're seeing over on the far east side, but a wider look at the map doesn't really show a lot of congestion that is building up. So that's the good news. But unfortunately, things aren't looking too good out here. Again, I-10 East, we have an 18-wheeler that rolled over just before 9 a.m. And again, it has shut down a portion of the highway. We have another shot here at I-10 at FM 1516, and you can see first responders have blocked off the main lanes there, and traffic is exiting early. We'll continue to monitor the situation throughout GMSA at 9, and we're going to have updates throughout the day. Guys.
Let's look out there with live cam. Nice and cold, 48 degrees, but that sky looks great.
Yeah, we're starting to see things clear out a little bit. We've got some clouds right now. I think those clouds probably go away. But the big story this morning, those gusty winds. It is blustery out there. Winds have been gusting up to 37 miles per hour here in San Antonio. That is our peak wind gust that we've been seeing at San Antonio International. 36 New Braunfels, 28 Kerrville, 36 gusting to 36 in Hondo. High profile vehicles, you know the drill here. It can be kind of tricky with these kind of winds. We may see some gusts up close to 40 before these winds finally start to subside as we head later into this afternoon and especially tonight. There's the scene again outside. A few clouds, 48 degrees. Dew point is at 34 and falling with northerly winds at 21, gusting much higher than that. And as we look at the wind chill, so that's the other part of this. Yes, we're in the upper 40s, but it feels like we're in the low 40s thanks to those strong winds. 39, the current wind chill in Comfort, 34 in Kerrville. It will warm up some today, not a lot. We're expecting temperatures to make their way into the 50s. Those gusty winds, as I said, begin to subside some by the afternoon. 57, your high temperature. Sunny skies, clear skies tonight. And that leads to a very rapid drop off in temperature. So any Friday evening plans, jackets are a necessity. And by tomorrow morning, we're down close to freezing. More on the weekend forecast and our next chance of rain coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
Former Vice President Mike Pence has been subpoenaed by the special counsel investigating former President Donald Trump and his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The special counsel is seeking documents and testimony related to the Capitol insurrection. They want Pence to testify about his interactions with Trump leading up to the election and on January 6th.
More than 21,000 people are now confirmed dead after the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. And rescue missions are turning into recovery efforts. Many people are now homeless in the freezing cold, and more than 120,000 emergency workers from 75 countries are on the ground in Turkey. The U.S. government has pledged $85 million in earthquake relief.
The Memphis Police Department is claiming former police officer Preston Hemphill lied about the traffic stop involving Tyree Nichols. Hemphill told investigators that Nichols tried to grab his partner's weapon, and then Nichols started fighting with them before he deployed his taser. Evidence does not back up either claim. So far, Hemphill has not been criminally charged.
The Biden administration believes the Chinese spy balloon was sent without the Chinese president's knowledge, but sources say that's just a working theory and not a definitive assessment. At the classified briefings for House and Senate lawmakers yesterday, administration officials from the Pentagon and State Department defended the decision to shoot down the balloon Saturday once it was off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean.
A top Southwest Airlines executive has told a Senate committee that the airline is revamping its technology following the December meltdown when bad weather and software errors forced the company to cancel nearly 17,000 flights over roughly 10 days. The pilots union also testified, saying it sounded the alarm about Southwest's flawed systems for years, but were ignored. The airline is vowing to do better.
President Biden says he is not ready to decide whether he wants to run for re-election. He made the comment while speaking to Telemundo after an event in Florida yesterday. He also said he has never decided on whether or not to run based on who his opponent will be.
The COVID shot is now on the list of regularly scheduled routine vaccinations for children, teens, and adults, according to the CDC. Other key changes to the schedule include updated guidance on vaccines for the flu, MMR, and hepatitis B. However, this does not mean schools will require vaccinations to enroll. Those requirements are still being determined by state or local jurisdictions, not by the CDC.
10 former NFL players are suing the league's disability program, Commissioner Roger Goodell, and the Disability Board. Now, the former players say they were wrongfully denied benefits and that the NFL allegedly found ways to limit payments for their health problems. The NFL responded saying its disability plan is fair and administered by professional staff.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott was named the 2022 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. The award acknowledges the league's best for their exceptional community endeavors off the field. Prescott established the Faith Fight Finish Foundation, has donated money to improve police training and address systemic racism, and is the co-chair of the Children's Cancer Fund Gala alongside Troy Aikman. And that's today's 9 at 9.
Congratulations to Dak Prescott. When your morning headlines, a fast food favorite is adding a new alternative menu item. Plus, Rihanna is getting ready for her big performance on Sunday.
And some other kinds of teams are also getting ready for their big game on Sunday. Alyssa Cole joins us live in the studio with these stories. And good morning, Alyssa. So what's going on at Chick-fil-A?
Well, there are some healthier options being added to the menu, maybe cauliflower. Would that be something you all would be interested in eating?
You bet.
Yeah, sure. We'll give it a try.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So Chick-fil-A is stepping outside the coop and into the garden. The popular chain is testing out a brand new chicken sandwich that has no chicken. Starting Monday, people will be able to buy the first ever Chick-fil-A cauliflower sandwich for a limited time. It's a chicken tender filet cut of cauliflower that's marinated in bread. It looks just like chicken. You can see it there on your screen. It has the seasoning as well as those Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Then it's pressure cooked and served on a bun with pickles. However, vegetarians beware. The sandwich is not vegan because it uses milk and eggs. So, Mark, Stephanie, here's the only bad news about this. It will not be available in Texas. So if you find yourself traveling anytime soon, it will be offered in Denver, Colorado, Charleston, South Carolina, and the Greensboro Triad region in North Carolina. Now, Rihanna says she's been extremely busy and focused on her upcoming Super Bowl halftime show, and the hashtag Rihanna Navy is loving it. Her comeback to music on such a large scale is a big conversation in the entertainment industry. The singer told Apple Music she's been so busy, she forgot her birthday is coming up and completely forgot about Valentine's Day, but I'm sure her boyfriend ASAP Rocky wouldn't mind. Rihanna will give a 13-minute performance in front of a global audience. She says figuring out the set list has been the hardest part, cramming a 17-year career into such a short space. The new mother also says having a child has given her strength, but it's also made it more difficult to select which projects to work on.
The balance is almost impossible because no matter how you look at it, work is always something that's going to rob you of time with your child. When you make decisions on what you're going to say yes to, it has to be worth it.
The Super Bowl will mark Rihanna's return to the stage after a 7-year absence from live performances. Her last album was released back in 2016. She recently welcomed a new son with partner ASAP Rocky. Now, a lot of dog jokes coming up here. It's the ultimate sporting event. This is the 19th annual Puppy Bowl. More than 100 dogs from 67 shelters in 34 states and the Caribbean will be having a ball this Sunday. Check them out on the screen. They're so cute. Referee Dan Schachner says this new year, players will debut in the barking lot, appearing before the paparazzi before making their way through the tunnel and onto the field. And Schachner says this year's game will feature the largest number of special needs dogs ever. The game airs opposite the Super Bowl on Sunday, and that is your morning headlines. Mark, Stephanie.
How cute, the Puppy Bowl.
Very popular event. And we were just talking, I read that Rihanna has changed the Super Bowl set list.
Yes.
39 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. She has a lot of
this-
fans to please.
Of course, absolutely. So it would be tricky to decide what goes where, right?
In that
I
small
agree.
amount of time.
Yes.
All right, Alyssa, good seeing you. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, the old Sunset Station outdoor venue at St. Paul Square is getting a major refresh under new management.
RJ Marcus takes us to the SB to tell us what this means for business and entertainment on the east side.
An iconic site on the city's east side is getting a makeover.
Can't wait to open our doors and reintroduce the community to this gem of a venue.
The SB Music Venue is set to open next month with a music festival called All Aboard, bringing together music groups from multiple genres.
Wanted to showcase a diverse lineup intentionally to showcase the types of entertainment that you will see at the SB in the future. This is just the beginning.
The Ambassador Theater Group, which operates the Majestic and Empire Theaters, will run the site. They've already added everything from new lighting to sound and landscaping.
ATG took over this venue last year and immediately began improving the site in preparation for this year's outdoor concert season. And get this, the capacity here is pretty good, just over 3,100.
This is a historic location. To see activity come back to it is awesome. So we're just glad to be a part of it.
Russell Aday with the nonprofit San Antonio for Growth on the East Side, or SAGE, says the SB will give area businesses more exposure and opportunities.
Those small businesses that's already here, we want them to be able to feel some of that energy and growth.
And a portion of ticket sales from the All Aboard Festival will go directly back to the community.
Those funds will support small businesses. We have our back office program, our storefront grant program, and other opportunities.
And we look forward to continuing to partner with them as we continue to operate in this space to find ways to connect with the community.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
9:10, 48 degrees. Still ahead on GMSA at 9.
A young girl is doing big things in the kitchen. We're going to share her story and why her mom says cooking has helped turn her daughter's energy towards a more positive direction.
But before we get to that, we're going to check in with David Sears, who had a very long day at the rodeo yesterday for opening day. He's going to share how everything went and what stood out to him the most during last night's competition. I can't believe we found file video of David Sears that young.
Great job, you did.
Okay, the weather was great. Everyone seemed to have a great time out at the opening day of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo.
And our David Sears had a long day out there yesterday, but he's already up for this morning for a school visit at Jordan Intermediate School in Cibolo. Good morning.
Yeah, it's cold and windy. I don't know what happened. Yesterday was an absolutely beautiful day to start the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Today it's like, hold on. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so David, so before you get to your school visit, tell us a little bit about how the rodeo special went.
The rodeo special was fun. We had a lot of interviews with a lot of the athletes. We got to talk a little bit about some of the women who have made the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo what it is. We got to Ursula Perry got to hold a little goat during the show. I think it was a goat or a lamb, one of the two. I couldn't tell. I was like standing far away. The show was excellent. The rodeo was excellent from 7 to 9. The AT&T Center was packed. It was loud. The Cowboys were great. We saw some great rides. We saw some great roping. It was what you would want to see on opening night of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo.
A lot of great things, but what stood out to you the most?
Yeah. Other than the funnel cake at the rodeo, it was the two things stood out. First off, it was the bull riding. There's a guy, young man, listen to this. He's 23. Last night, only got to complete the ride, and he came off right about at the 8-second mark. There were several guys that rode. They lasted one guy actually lasted 7.9 seconds. So Steven won the bull riding last night, the only guy to complete the 8-second ride, and he won all the money from last night. Last year, This young man at 23 won $900,000. He's very, very good. He comes from a bull riding, bronc riding family, so they know what they're doing. And he also last night won the saddle bronc ride event. So that was one thing that stood out. The second thing that stood out, I think that this is the most, probably the thing that stands out more than anything I've ever seen at the rodeo. A young lady named Alex Lucelle rode in the where they rope the calf, and it's a timed event for the ladies. She ropes the calf. It's called breakaway, and she roped the calf. The rope leaves her saddle in 2.2 seconds. The amazing thing about it is she's 5 months pregnant. 5 months pregnant. Absolutely unbelievable. She was going to ride in Houston next week, but she says, I think I'm probably done for a while. She's due in May.
Yeah.
She's from Paris, Texas. Can you imagine being on a horse, 5 months pregnant, roping a calf in 2.2 seconds?
No.
Well, first off, I can't imagine being pregnant, so we'll end that right there. But I mean, are you kidding me? It was absolutely amazing. I was just like totally blown away when we were talking to her after she did that. She said, yeah, I'm 5 months pregnant. I went, what? She goes, yeah. I said, whoa. So, but
awesome.
those two things last night were fantastic. So, and this thing is just getting started. I mean, the rodeo is going to be great this week. And the weather yesterday was, I don't know what happened today. Where's Justin? What did he do?
He's here. He's here.
I'll give you some good weather tomorrow.
Okay,
Dave.
well,
It'll be
I'll be your field reporter.
Okay.
I believe the temperature is below 50. Am I correct, Justin?
Yes,
Is the temperature below 50?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So that means there is a wind chill factor this morning. I have no idea what it is. It's cold. That's all I know. And it's very windy. So there's a wind chill factor this morning. And there's a few clouds out there and some little bit of sun peeking through every now and then.
We don't need the Weather Channel if we have David Sears.
I mean, he could be one of our fellow meteorologists. I honestly think that could happen.
Awesome job, David.
Awesome. David, thank you, buddy. Have a good weekend, okay?
Hey, it's easy when you're standing out here shivering.
Yeah.
See?
All right. Thank you, David. Looks like you guys had fun last night. Thank you.
Man, that bull ride, that is such incredible stuff to me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent at the rodeo.
Yes, a lot of work goes into that.
Yeah.
And our highlights matched up perfect to what David was talking about out there in the field.
And that's just the first night, so more to come, more to come. And look, the weather's going to get a little bit better. Today, yeah, it's a little cold and windy, but tomorrow should be really nice. And I think it'll be a busy day out at the rodeo. The winds, that's been the big story, really. And David just showed you there. It is gusty out there. We've got gusts to 37 miles per hour. That matches our peak wind gust that we've seen over the last 24 hours here in San Antonio. Gusting to 25 in Kerrville, gusting to 36 in New Braunfels, gusting close to 30 in Seguin. You get the idea. It's windy. These gusty winds will probably take until this afternoon to subside a little bit, and I think we'll eventually get those winds to go somewhat calm later tonight. There's the scene outside. Now, we do have some mid-level clouds coming through, some mid-level and high-level clouds. Those will last a little bit longer before we completely clear out today. 48 degrees right now. Dew point is at 34, and we've got that northerly wind sustained at 21 miles per hour. Temperatures around the area, 51 in New Braunfels, 51 Gonzales, 50 in LaGrange, 49 Hondo, 47 Uvalde, 50 out in Del Rio. Around San Antonio, mainly upper 40s, although we are officially up to 50 there at Stinson. And there is a wind chill. David's right about that. Feels like 41 here in town. Feels like it's in the 30s here in Kendall County. 39 is what it feels like in Comfort. Wind chill current feels like number in Kerrville, 33. Those winds do make a difference. And the forecast for today, we're going to call it windy through noontime. Even into the afternoon, it's going to be somewhat windy, but the winds try to let up some. 57 degrees is our high today. That's it. 56 at 5 o'clock. Any evening plans, if you are going out to the rodeo, yeah, the winds really do start to step down as we get into this evening, but it's going to be chilly. 47 at 8 o'clock. 45 at 9 p.m. Take the jacket and coat with you. Current temperatures across the state. It's chilly in Amarillo, Lubbock, Midland, below freezing there. That cold air sinking down into Texas. And this front has made it all the way through the valley. So even Brownsville sitting at 57 right now with some gusty winds there. And as we look at the setup, there wasn't rain with this front, at least as it came through Texas. There are some showers out in the Gulf of Mexico. And the rain that you see here, Some of those very light shades of green there, that's not even reaching the ground. So it's just too dry. Even a few snowflakes trying to show up there in Oklahoma, but it just goes to show you, compact little system, but it is ushering in that colder and the windy conditions as well. As we look at the forecast, the clouds move out, as I said, and then as we get into tomorrow, sunny skies. Temperatures will be very comfortable by tomorrow afternoon. We think 61 here in San Antonio. Sunny skies, light winds. You can't draw it up much better than that. Now, as we get into Sunday, we will start to see more clouds starting to move in. And it'll become mostly cloudy, I think, by the afternoon. So 63 there on Sunday as some added moisture comes in probably by Sunday night. And then by Monday, you'll feel the moisture a little bit more as our next storm system comes in. Any sort of rain chance holds off until Monday night. And right now, we think it's between midnight and maybe 7 a.m. on Tuesday. So it's a very small window, but we could see a few showers and storms. Right now, 40% chance. It'll be while you're sleeping Monday night, because I think by Tuesday morning, this is shifting out of here, and we'll salvage a pretty good Valentine's Day. I'll be a little gusty. We'll see some gusty winds behind this system too. It's a little windy on Tuesday afternoon, but other than that, looks pretty good. So here it is in the 7-day forecast. 61 Saturday, 63 Sunday, 66 Monday. There's that slight chance of storms Monday night, 74 for Valentine's Day, and look at Wednesday, 80 before another front comes through and drops us back down into the 50s. We'll be right back.
9:25, the robotics team at Wagner High School focuses on building a variety of skills with students from communication to teamwork.
Tiffany Huertas is live with the team to talk about how their hard work took them to compete against the best robotics teams in Texas and what they learned. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Mark and Stephanie. Really exciting program here at Wagner High School. Check it out. The students are not only learning how to build robots, but they're learning time management, collaboration with peers, how to pitch ideas, and so much more. And look at that robot go. We have Sergio, the instructor here at Wagner High School, to talk a little bit more. Sergio, good morning. Talk to us about this program and how it's changed.
Good morning. We started the program back in 2016 as a way to promote STEM activities in our school, and ever since has gained a lot of momentum, and is one of the most sought after programs in our school.
Talk to us about this location here. What are students doing here?
So right now we are able to secure a tournament-ready field where they can practice. Right now, the challenge for this year is to pick up those cones and score them by putting them in the poles. And we have drivers right now trying to secure some cones. Very excited game.
And we have some students here who are going to explain this robot. Tell me about this robot and what it took to put it together.
So building the robot takes like 3 to 4 months at least, and then a bunch of different prototyping and stuff like that. Like back there you can see them working on like some of our old prototypes and stuff like that, because we don't always get to our final product right away. It's a bunch of prototyping and testing with different materials and such.
And you all competed this year, and the UIL robotics semifinals, you got to that point. What did it mean to compete?
It's a really big deal here at the school. This is the farthest the team has ever gone since it's been founded. So we're just really proud of ourselves. We've come a long way. We were actually one of the highest placing teams during the competition, so we're really proud. It's a big deal.
What's your favorite part of being part of this team?
That no matter what mishaps happen and no matter what, we still held high spirits and we still had fun and we never gave up.
Amazing. Well, this is the future right here. This is the future, robots and students learning all these different skills. Amazing work here at Wagner High School. We're going to talk more with these students, and we're going to have that story coming up on the noon show. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany.
9:28, 48 degrees. There is more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a look ahead to the big game on Sunday. We're going to have a preview of Super Bowl 57 and talk about the security measures being taken for that day.
Plus, we'll hear some of the testimony from yesterday's congressional hearing regarding the Southwest Airlines debacle back in December and what their chief operating officer is promising they will do not to repeat that mess.
And as we head to break, a quick check of the roads with TransGuide. Stephen will have an update on the mess there at I-10 East and 1604 after the break.
Time check 9:32, and unfortunately, we do not have a better update here along I-10, and this is what really we can expect at least for the next hour or so. I-10 at FM 1516, we do have a crash, a major crash that involves an 18-wheeler along I-10 eastbound. Now, this is impacting the main lanes. Now, I've been watching this TransGuide shot closely, and we actually know that Katrina Weber is stuck somewhere in that mess out there. She's going to work to get us some information, but you can see the challenge right now that they have is actually getting people off of the main lane. So drivers, if you are possibly heading out towards Seguin, exit before Loop 1604, or otherwise you're going to get stuck in that mess. And we can expect this to continue for a little while longer. And you can even see first responders are having to direct one of those big rigs off of, or 18-wheelers off of the highway there. So not a good situation. Unfortunately, we're not sure if anyone was seriously hurt, but hopefully everybody's doing okay out there. Let's get you to the map, because unfortunately things are not looking okay here along I-10 eastbound, where the crash has been reported just before Loop 1604. You can see a little bit of that buildup that continues to build out there, and just not necessarily something we want to see for anybody that plans to head out there in the next few minutes. It really is going to be the story of the roadways, at least for right now. Loop 410 westbound at Jackson Keller Road, that we did have a crash there that already cleared out, so we're not going to worry about that anymore. A wider look at the map does show, thankfully, a morning commute has dwindled down, but unfortunately things are not looking any better out here, guys. I-10 at FM 1516 is the shot from TransGuide, but we also have our eye here a little bit closer at the scene at Escondido Creek. You can see that's really where we have that 18-wheeler that first responders have to try to get turned over. Unclear if there is a King Kong wrecker out there right now, but we'll watch it closely, and hopefully we will have a better update soon, but I think this will linger around for quite a while.
Thank you, Stephen. Top officials from Southwest Airlines answering lawmakers who want to make sure the December debacle never happens again.
Alyssa Cole shares some of the testimony from yesterday and what Southwest is now promising.
Let me be clear, we messed up.
Southwest Airlines Chief Operating Officer in the hot seat facing lawmakers over their December meltdown.
I'm deeply sorry. I humbly apologize. I apologize once again.
It was a failure, epically, from top to bottom.
The pilots union says it sounded the alarm about the airline's flawed systems for a year, but were ignored.
Poor performance was condoned, excuses were made, processes atrophied, core values were forgotten.
Why didn't you do anything about it?
Thank you, Senator. We were addressing part of those issues. Obviously, it was unsuccessful, but with regard to some of the crew scheduling, we had invested in those areas.
Well, again, because you did not listen to those warnings, catastrophic conditions were created for passengers by the hundreds of thousands all across our country.
The airline vowing to do better with a software update to their scheduling system going live today. And they'll upgrade their winter resiliency and are working on a top-to-bottom fix.
Undoubtedly be in the millions and millions of dollars, but it won't be until probably in March we'll have finished the assessment of exactly how much and where.
The airline canceled more than 16,000 flights, stranding more than 2 million passengers over 10 days in December. Most could not reach customer service for help.
So you won't guarantee that in a canceled flight, especially in an incident like that anybody will be able to reach a live person at Southwest. That's what you're telling me.
Senator, in a day like today or an analogous day, yes, we will be able to. In an exact repeat of that situation, I apologize. We can't staff. There's no way we could staff that high.
Southwest says they've reimbursed 273,000 customers with less than 11,000 to go.
But those are ones that have been submitted most recently, and we were within the DOT timelines of 30 days for processing all those.
The chair of the committee, Senator Maria Cantwell, critical of Southwest CEO Bob Jordan's absence from the hearing.
Your CEO didn't want to show up.
The airline told CNN he had a scheduling conflict.
Now, some lawmakers also called out the FAA for their system failure that caused a national ground stop last month. But the FAA wasn't on the panel yesterday. Next week, they'll have their turn in front of this committee. The FAA's acting administrator is set to testify on Wednesday. We're told there will be many tough questions about that situation, as well as the recent near collisions on runways at JFK and in Austin.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's look out there with a live cam. Still cold. We're in the 40s, but it looks pretty out there.
It does. We've got some clouds still working their way through. We'll see some off and on clouds through lunchtime, and then the skies will clear a little bit by this afternoon. Wind, of course, the biggest story of the morning, with some gusts up around 35, even 40 miles per hour. But I'll start with a picture on our KSAT Connect. How beautiful is that? This is out of Converse, and you see some of those mid and high level clouds coming through right now. That was the scene this morning as the sun came up. And as we look at the satellite picture, you can see some of those clouds there. The back edge of them up there around Junction, so it'll take that back edge to work through before we get fully sunny skies. 48 degrees at the moment, 51 New Braunfels, 42 in Kerrville, upper 40s here around Bexar County, with 48 in Helotes, 49 right now in Rio Medina. And there is a little bit of a wind chill, obviously, with those gusty winds. Feels like 41 at the airport, feels like it's in the 30s in the hill country. Kerrville checking in at 33 for that feels like number at this hour. Pollen count is in. Good news here. I was a little worried about those gusty north winds. Would they kick up Mount Cedar? So far, no. 130 on Molds, 50 on Mount Cedar, and we should be winding down Cedar season. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast, gusty winds through, I'd say even into the afternoon, but the winds will start to subside by evening time. 57 our high today, down into the 40s tonight. Any sort of evening plans, you'll want your jacket. It gets cold, and it gets cold quick. Down to freezing, potentially, by tomorrow morning. Guys.
Justin, thank you very much. Well, like most things, I think there's a couple different ways we can read this story intro here. Very, very upbeat and excited, or kind of middle of the road. Which one do you want me to do?
Let's go with middle.
Okay. The countdown is on for the Super Bowl Sunday, with lots of excitement and hype around the strong matchup and highly anticipated halftime performance.
Maybe we should have gone with more excitement. Sorry about that.
I just wanted to try it on.
ABC's Melissa Adon shares what we can expect.
From the sky to the ground, the excitement around Super Bowl 57 is palpable through fans and players getting ready ahead of the big game.
You dream about it as a little kid when you're watching at Super Bowl parties and with your dad and your mom.
Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and Philadelphia Eagles QB Jalen Hurts making history as the first two black starting QBs to lead their teams in America's biggest sporting event.
You get families and kids that save up all their money just to go to that one game. We definitely want to put on a show for them when they come.
Fans hitting all the notes, anticipating Rihanna's comeback in this video released by Apple Music leading up to the superstar's halftime show performance. A big moment marking her return to the stage after giving birth.
When you become a mom, there's something that just happens where you feel like you could take on the world, you can do anything, and the Super Bowl is one of the biggest stages in the world.
The Department of Homeland Security raising security for the Super Bowl to its highest level. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol sharing how aerial security will play a key role.
The tactics and techniques used for Super Bowl 57 are no different than what we do at the border. However, the terrain at the border is austere and it's a lot more dangerous than what we're going to experience here.
No matter the outcome on Sunday, at least one fan will have something to cheer about after the game. Donna, mom of the Kelsey brothers, Travis and Jason, who play for the Chiefs and Eagles, respectively.
It's just amazing that they've been able to both get to this point in their careers and to both enjoy this Super Bowl together.
Joy that will be felt at this Super Bowl featuring the strongest football teams in the regular season. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Glendale, Arizona.
9:40, 49 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's 9:43. Hi.
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 Hello.
Hi. We're spent. I mean, it's Friday, and looking forward to the first full weekend of rodeo.
Yes, it's going to be exciting. The weather's going to be fantastic. I think Saturday, maybe a bit more cloud cover Sunday, but all in all, this is a good stretch. I think the rodeo this year is going to be looking at some pretty good weather. We've been talking about that. Today it is, yes, it's a little windy, but the winds die down this evening. So let's first start with the peak wind gusts. 37 so far, the highest, and that actually is our current wind gust, so we're kind of seeing the peak of the winds as we speak. But winds have gusted anywhere from 35 close to 40, but we haven't seen any 40s on the maps. That's good. It's going to take quite a while before these winds will finally calm down. Probably this evening and then into tonight, you'll see a lot less wind. We're still seeing some clouds working through. 48 degrees at the airport, 50 at Stinson, 48 Kelly, 49 at Randolph. And you see those strong, sustained winds there across the board out of the north. There's a look at the wind gusts, generally 30-mile-per-hour gusts plus in most spots. And you'll get these kind of numbers through noontime at least. And looking at the satellite picture, there's some of those clouds we've been looking at. We showed you the KSAT Connect picture earlier. These won't completely block out the sun, but we'll see some filtered sun for the first half of the day. The clearing lines up here, these clouds will swing through, and then skies should clear as we head into the afternoon. So with some sun, that'll get our temperatures up into the mid-50s. This system, compact little system, but it is bringing some rain out in the Gulf of Mexico. A few showers up across far northeast Texas, even a little bit of snow on the backside of it. But for us, it's just the gusty winds, tight pressure gradient, and that's what is kicking up those northerly gusts. As we look across the country, really, there's not a lot going on. This is a pretty quiet scenario with rain across the southeast, across parts of Florida, and then what we have going on here in Texas. But otherwise, there's really not a lot to look at. And the forecast for today, 49 at 11 o'clock, 50 noontime, 52 by 1, 54 2 o'clock, 56 3 o'clock, 57 4 p.m. Sunny skies, and then down into the 40s tonight, 47 at 8 p.m., 45. 9 p.m. it cools off very quickly. We know that with dry air, and once those winds calm down, we get some good radiation and cooling. So I think by tomorrow morning, we're starting off right at freezing. Light freeze here in San Antonio, just a heads up. We are still in February, so it's pretty common to at least see a couple of those mixed in. By this afternoon, as I said, sunny skies. Tomorrow, not a cloud in the sky, and so temperatures will be allowed to warm up from that 32-degree start. 61 is what we're aiming for by the afternoon. Then as we get into Sunday, then we start to see more clouds filtering in. These are that mid and high level cloud variety, kind of like what we're seeing today. So this clouds time to time. We'll still see some sun on Sunday too, up to 63. And then by Sunday afternoon, it gets a little more cloudy probably. And I think as we get into Monday, we're talking cloudy skies here as our next storm system approaches. We were really hopeful for this one, that it would bring us some good rainfall. But I think just the path it's taking now, it's not as great with the odds of rain. We're still going to leave it at 40%, but the window is kind of shrinking. It's going to be mainly after sunset Tuesday and before sunrise. After sunset Monday and before sunrise on Tuesday. So it's just a small window. I don't know that we pick up a lot of rain out of this system, but 40% is what we're going with. And then by Tuesday morning, it clears out. Valentine's Day looks good. Rest of it, it'll be a little bit breezy. The sun pops out and temperatures will be not so bad. 61 Saturday, 63 Sunday, as we said, 66 on Monday with mostly cloudy skies. And then that chance of storms Monday night into Tuesday, 74 for Valentine's Day, 80 on Wednesday, our hottest day, mostly sunny skies. Could even go a little bit warmer than that, if you can believe that. But then it gets knocked back down by another front, 57 on Thursday and windy.
I'm good with all of these temperatures.
It's just a lot of back and forth. It's a bit of a roller coaster ride in the month of February. So just, keep the KSAT weather app handy and don't get caught off guard.
You guys know we have another time change around the corner?
Yes. Yes. This is the bad one.
Yes.
But it's not till next month.
Yeah, we'll worry about it later.
So we'll deal with that later. We're going to put that on layaway.
Yeah. Well, the weather was perfect for opening day of the rodeo, and to check it out, we sent our 3 news interns out with our crews yesterday.
So these young ladies are interested in becoming news reporters after they graduate from college. So they got some practice doing what we call reporter stand-ups at the rodeo. Here we go.
What's up, y'all? It's Lily here at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. If you want to keep up with our full rodeo coverage, head over to KSAT.com. Think I can ride this guy for 8 seconds? I think so.
Hi, y'all. It's Sarah, and it's time to dust off y'all's boots and hitch a ride to the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, where you can enjoy livestock and fun shows. Let's rodeo, San Antonio.
Hey, y'all. It's Kelly here at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo on opening day here at the carnival. If you would like to have fun just like I am, go to KSAT.com/rodeo for more information.
And if you're planning on heading out to the rodeo, here are the hours for the grounds, attractions, and carnival. Times vary during the week and on weekends, so make sure to double check them before you head out. Today, the attractions are open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the carnival will be open from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Here's a look at tickets for the fairgrounds. Standard admission is $15, but you can save a few dollars if you buy your tickets online. Children 2 and younger are free, and all military members are as long as they show their military ID. Oh, they're free. They're free. Yeah, they're free as long as you show a valid military identification.
Yeah, good to know. Time now, 9:49 and 49 degrees for now.
Okay, when we come back, Sarah Coaster introduces us to a young girl who's has gained some major skills in the kitchen and probably could outcook all of us. 9:53, she's been coated an executive junior sous chef and even started her own catering business. And get this, she's only 12 years old.
Impressive. Sarah Costa introduces us to Chef Vicky and shares why her mother says cooking has put her daughter on a path to success.
Keeping your kitchen and food clean, handling sharp objects, and dealing with high heat are all responsibilities chefs deal with in a kitchen. And this 12-year-old junior executive sous chef does all of them.
My dream when I become an adult is to open my own restaurant.
Since she was 8, 5th grader Victoria Taylor has been training in a professional kitchen and been coated by an executive chef. She has even started her own catering business, Chef Vicky, that her mother and sister help her run. Her mother, Tori, says Victoria has ADHD, and her daughter's future wasn't always so bright.
Victoria was a child that was always in the principal's office. She was failing every single subject, N's and U's in conduct. And at that point, I was just at my wit's end. I didn't know, what to do. And so this was kind of like, I hope it worked, and thank God it did.
It helps me stay focused, and it helped me keep my mind off of like having bad behavior in class.
And you can't play in the kitchen. There's knives and there's heat and there's all that kind of stuff, but it's just giving her, someone giving her more responsibility.
And it gave her purpose.
It's a big step from where Victoria was. It was from people not wanting their kids around her to her actually being a role model to kids in the classroom.
Victoria has catered several events, doing a wide range of foods, from soul food to an all-vegan menu. This Valentine's, she's taking orders as well. She hopes to get a scholarship to culinary school after high school. Victoria is even working on teaching cooking classes for other kids who have ADHD like her.
I want to help other people, not only people with ADHD because I suffered ADHD, but because I want people to know that if you want to do a dream, you could pursue it.
Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
Well, unfortunately, things are still looking the same here along I-10 eastbound. This is a shot at FM 1516. Katrina Weber is there now, and she does tell us that it does look like a big rig has a load of concrete barriers inside, and it also looks like this may involve another vehicle. So not a good situation. We're going to monitor it. Hopefully a better update before noon.
All right, thanks, Stephen. And as we look at the forecast, 49, actually we just jumped up to 50. We'll be up around 57 this afternoon. Still some gusty winds. Those winds will eventually subside tonight, down to 32 tomorrow morning. So light freeze here in San Antonio, 60s over the weekend. Chance of storms Monday night into Tuesday.
Everybody have an awesome Super Bowl weekend.
Yes, excited.
You guys are off, so
we are.
You're going to have an awesome weekend.
Yes, we are. Steven, you will too. Your family's in town. Bye.
Oh, yeah.